Okay, time for some pinball. Playing this Sonic Butterfly, which is a machine from Spain. This machine is owned by a guy locally here in Lake County in California. He bought a Williams Strataflight for me not long before Christmas and asked if I'd mind taking a look at this machine because it had a couple of mechanical problems. Coils locking on, stepper motors not stepping when they're supposed to, things like that. So I've repaired it, and it's like I'm almost done with repairing it. I'm trying to figure out, like, are there anything remaining that will come up during gameplay that needs to be tweaked and cleaned. So that's where I'm at today, is just playing through, testing it, seeing how things play. Don't really know where the points are in this. Bonus is worth a lot by the looks of it, especially if you can get double bonus lit. These drop targets feel like bait because the rebound likes to bounce to the left out lane. Extra ball is lit on the left lane at the top. Couldn't get it back down though. Bonus collectors with big points though. Double bonus, 200,000 points for maxed out bonus. Interesting. Just hearing a coil lock on there, I'm not sure quite which. Okay. Was that 595? It's a good starting score. Quite sure what turns on the light double bonus. Is it clearing the drops maybe? Yeah, clearing the drops lights the light double bonus on the two in lanes. Okay, so something about the 100 coils locking on occasionally. Couple bonuses lit. So 100,000 bonus is not a bad start. Come down here. Play. So it looks like the points are in the bonus. What was that? Something to look. Oh, jeez. It hopped over the lane guide. So I think the strategy is build a ton of bonus. Once the bonus is done, I can work on the drop targets, which get lights double bonus. Ooh. Yeah, those bonuses are sketchy. Not the bonus, the drop targets are sketchy. It's like asking for a drain. Get the light double bonus when lit, and then drain the ball. Bugger. And that outlane sucks. it's game over. Sling kicking into that left out lane is brutal. Gotta keep it away from that slingshot. Avoid the drop targets. Alright, it's game over. Kick out is kind of super inconsistent from that saucer. A double bonus, or light double bonuses on the out lane, or the in lane rather, right there. So that seems to be the key to to getting a good score is big bonus, double the bonus. So something is kind of locking on briefly. Seems like something's not quite opening properly maybe. It's like a whack of the flipper seems to fix it, so. Okay. If I can tap pass on these flippers. So that saucer is a great way to quickly build the bonus. because it counts. It advances the bonus based on how many of the colored lanes you've hit. So currently, a saucer shot will advance the bonus 3 spots. And the bonus is like a massive part of the scoring in this game. That's interesting. Keeps feeling like false switch hits, but it's all the rollovers, which don't really, most of the time don't really do much. It hopped off the middle lane guide. So once you get above like 50 or 60,000 in bonus, it makes sense to start aiming at the drops because that light's double bonus. Bugger. So it looks like the bulb in the right lane at the top, the red lane, has gone out. I don't really know how to get it up to that red lane. Like on the plunge you can maybe get it there, but it's pretty tough. And then after the plunge, like I guess you gotta hope the pop bumpers take it up there. I don't think of it. That was sketchy. Okay, so that lights the light double bonus, which you collect on the in lane there. That's funny. Okay, so I guess clearing. Each time you clear a bank of drop targets, it lights one lane of the rollovers, I think for 1,000 points. That's interesting. Okay. So it seems like the goal was just get some bonus and ignore the rest of the playfield. That feels like kind of a not great strategy. I wonder what the rollers are worth. I'll look at a schematic to see if I can figure out what the rollovers are worth. They are worth points. Does not tell me. Okay. Do not know. I guess I can spam the drop targets for a bit and figure it out. Okay, so let me try and get the B rollover. Did not get any of those rollovers. So that lights extra ball the second time. Alright, double bonus, extra ball. Okay. If like a soft plunge will get the red lane. Nope. Okay, so it does work. It's just a bulb that's out. You can get about 2 decent pulls out of 5. I just noticed the saucer on the left has 100,000 when lit, which I think it might light when you roll over all 3 of the lanes. So that's everything but the yellow done now. I do not know what lights that. So those all 3 lanes didn't light that, so I'm not sure what lights the saucer light up the top left. $10,000 when lit. Okay, so that blanket lights with the drop targets getting too maxed out. Okay, so if you clear the drop targets 3 times, I think it lights that for 10,000 a shot as well. That's tough. Those drop targets are sketchy. The feed coming back from the drop targets is like very hard to control. Let's just try working on them though. Yeah. So like gets into slings and then you're just, nothing good comes from being in the sling. It only has 1 slingshot, but it's still a mess. I think it has 1 up here too. Almost caught it, didn't. Feels like it's impossible to save when it's hitting in this area. It's like there's nothing there, just a bunch of empty space. Maybe I should be backhanding the drop targets in order to get a safer rebound. Doesn't really feel a hell of a lot safer. Yeah. The miss is just straight to the outlanes. Okay. So it was double max bonus plus an extra ball. I don't remember collecting the extra ball. Oh, maybe it's based on scores. 600,000, okay. Oh, that was a good nudge. It was certain death. Did not get bugger all on that final extra ball though. Okay, so 600,000, it says down here is one extra ball. So that's how it's set up, is replay gives you an extra ball, which makes sense because this game is wired for free play. So. That right outline is at least savable some of the time because it has the little kind of loop up to the up in here. And it has the top of the sling to use as a nudge. But the left one, like, the post is so low down and there's nothing to nudge it into. Made a mess of that. Come on. Bad. Made a mess of that. It's kind of surprising how much back and forth we get down low here, despite only having one sling on the bottom. I'm not sure that's even savable. Slow moving ball, and like there's nothing to nudge. I don't know if nudging that would have helped. That saucer doesn't really kick out consistently. Yeah, if you break that saucer, I'm not quite sure what it hits back there, but it like dribbles down the middle. Okay, what's up now? Every time I aim for those drop targets, I regret it. All that time, and I got 20,000 in bonus. Whoosh. Can I post pass? Almost. This side is like very sensitive. All bonus all the time. Figure out how to pass from left to right here, because everything's like the only thing that drop targets can really aim at is the only thing the left flipper can aim at is the drop targets, and the drop targets are basically just a bad idea. Seriously, that was the first bonus advance it had? How does that make any sense? Yeah, that was kind of predictable. As soon as I actually aim at the drop targets, it immediately bounces out. Like those drop targets, just the angle they're at is brutal. There we go. So why is that 1000 win lit light lit? I don't understand what light's lit. Is it lit because because bonus is maxed out maybe? Hey CNK, hope you're having a great start to 2024. That was dumb. Hey Barkeep, thank you for following. Hope you're having a great time. Oh, that's neat. Ball stuck under the plastic. So now that saucer is worth 3 bonus advance. If my reasoning is correct, that will also mean that when it gets... If I can max out the bonus, we'll see if that actually lights the saucer. Ah, come on. Won't stick in the saucer. Okay, so yeah, maxing out the bonus lights the saucer for 10,000 a pop. Now the bonus is maxed out, I guess I have to aim at the drop targets to get any points, which kind of sucks. The drop targets are death. Okay, and that lit double bonus on the in lane. Which I can't get to. Oh. Yeah, so I'm just playing this butterfly. It's a guy locally in town who asked me to fix a couple of issues in it. I've spent some time cleaning up the score rails and a couple of the stepper units. There's one or two issues that sound like they're remaining. Like I occasionally get a call that's still locking on, so I'll have to figure out what's going on there. And I still got to replace the rubbers, but then he can have this back. It is it's an odd machine. Like the playfield is so well made. Like I think it's clear coated back when no one was clear coding games, and it's not quite pristine, but it's like significantly nicer playfield quality than like any of the Bally or Williams games from the same kind of era. But then the cabinet is just like falling apart. The cabinet is made of some sort of chipboard, and it's just got massive chunks out of it in places, and there's a big crack underneath the bottom of the head, and yeah, it's a odd game. Okay. It also feels like the scoring is super unbalanced. Like the only way to really get many points out of it is to build up the bonus. Other than that, you got to hit the drop targets a couple of times and clear the bank of them. But the drop targets are such a like the rebound off them is so sketchy. Like it's always out lanes. So like, why bother going for the drop targets when you can just play it safe and spam the bonus all day? Saucer is not super friendly. I don't quite know what's going on there. It keeps on rejecting. Yeah, Segasa-Sonic it says down here, Pala Madrid, Spain. I think they made like 5 or 6 or 7 games in the 70s, and they're all kind of based on, like all the internals look almost identical to the Williams machines of the same era. Everything's set up very, very, very similarly. I don't know if they licensed anything from Williams, or if they just figured the ocean was big enough to prevent them from getting in any kind of legal trouble. And again, I'm not sure how much of that was, I don't know, trademarked or copyrighted or any of that, or patented, I guess. I guess probably not much of it. It's not like there's huge differences between the Williams and Bally games of the late 70s either. Or the last of the EMs, at least. It's such a weird playfield design. Like the layout is just, it just feels so clunky. Like there's big areas of the playfield which don't do anything. I think Sonic only made about 400 of these games anyway. I think there's like 6 or 7 games they made, and they sold less than 500 a piece. Like, I don't really think that Williams was worried, especially if they weren't selling many in the US. What Gary Stern did, he taught everyone not to give a damn. I'm not sure what you mean by that. What did he teach them not to give a damn about? Copying other companies or what? I'm not familiar with that. Stern's board being, oh yeah. Yeah, I was aware that the first generation of Bally and Stern solid state games are basically, the MPU is interchangeable. Wasn't really sure how that came about. Like, was it just literally they just copied them because they didn't know how to do their own thing, or it was easy to get running, or like did they end up licensing it, or I don't know how any of that worked at that point. Nowadays, like, you'd get in massive trouble for doing anything like that, but maybe they were more protective of the like the playfield layouts and the artwork and stuff than they were of the electronics at that point. Yeah, I know that Williams got upset with being copied by Data East, and there was some shenanigans around like the new flipper boards that Williams came out with. They didn't want being copied, so they actually ended up patenting them or something like that, which was like one of the first times that anyone had bothered to do anything for the electronics in the pinball machine. I guess some of the mechs had been patented as well. Like I know Data East Jurassic Park was originally supposed to have the T-Rex kind of track the ball around the playfield, but that was covered by a patent that Williams had for maybe Funhouse, one of those kind of games where they got the head tracking the ball around the playfield. So Data East had to basically revise their software to stop doing that because it was patented. It was covered by the patent. Well, sometimes people win because they make a better product, and sometimes people can't make the better product, so they try and win through the courts instead, I guess. Just spam the saucer over again. First shot to the drop targets, and I immediately brick it into the outline. What year is this? 76, I want to say. 77? 77, I think. Yeah. It's like very basic game compared to what some of the other manufacturers are doing at that time. It's hilarious too. Like I saw one of these up for sale. Might have been, I think it was at an auction. I was like, oh, butterfly, that's interesting. And I was looking at the playfield and stuff like that, and then I finally looked at the back glass more closely, and I was like, what the actual hell? Like it's very it doesn't make any sense. Nothing about the artwork makes any sense. It feels, maybe it's like very European, I guess. Bottom drop target from the left flipper is like angled just right, so it goes directly into the left out lane. So I need to try and get that on the rebound or something. The fact that there's like big areas of the playfield that are only reachable via like lucky pop bounces is wild to me. Like the only way to get the 3 lanes at the top again is by a very lucky pop bounce or off the plunge. And this entire right section up here is only if the pops are treating you right. So it feels like there's like a quarter of the playfield is just like inaccessible except for luck. floated up and over. And the fact there's nothing in this, like near the left out lane where you can, like there's no way to nudge it to save the ball over there because there's nothing to nudge. Like the post is so low. The rail is just wood. It has no bounce to it. Like. Gotta stop making that shot. That left flipper into the bottom drop target is just instant death. Jeez. Nice spam. Okay. Am I going to roll it? I would like to, but I am not having much luck. Actually, I think... I feel like since all the points on this are via the bonus, I guess it's all you gotta do is max the bonus on 5 balls. Should be doable. I think my highest at 8 is 590 or something. No, 600 or something. And it's set up for extra balls. It's pretty generous on the extra balls at like 700,000, so it should actually be pretty doable if you just have a couple of decent balls. You end up having a 7-ball game. It's not going to be this game though, because this is not this is not a good start to the game. Come on. How would I don't understand why winning extra balls is fine but entire free games is not. Like, that's some nitpicky nonsense right there. In a home setting, like, extra balls for replays and high scores makes a lot of sense anyway. Other than then I guess you kind of run up the high scores a lot more. I don't know. Bugger it. I feel like the rollovers on this need to be adjusted. Sometimes they don't score super quickly, or super frequently rather. Come on. Oh, come on. Most places had match, so we did random free games. Yeah, I mean, it's completely fine to gamble on win free stuff. It's not fine to get it through acts of skill. That's like the complete opposite of what they were arguing, or the argument was as well. That's okay, that was dumb. I was kind of hoping that be enough lift in the ball there to make it over the flippers, but I'm still searching for something that's safe to shoot from the left flipper, and that ideally gets the ball back to the right flipper. As of yet, I have not found anything. I guess the general vicinity of the pops is the best bit. Okay, let's see if I can't roll this damn thing. Hey Silas, the right, what do you mean about the right in lane? Jesus. That was a house ball if I've ever seen one. Oh, just shats it, that's all. I did experiment with that, but I'm not consistent in it, so it's not as safe as it could be. I guess I'll give it a go. I could try tap passing, but the flipper button on the left is like super sensitive. Yeah, tilted it, but yeah, the alley pass might be the best solution. Like, there's nothing else to aim for. That's way too. It's such a late shot, though. I don't like it. It scares me. I guess when it has momentum, I could just let it ski jump, which is kind of a weird way to look at it because it's so slow. It's not really a ski jump. Slow motion ski jump. Okay. And half the time I don't quite get the timing right on the alley pass. Yeah, it's a fun skill to master though. My brighter pinball is set up in such a way where the left flipper, I need to rebuild the flippers on it basically. So like as soon as the ball rolls out of down the in lane onto the left flipper, like it kills the momentum of the ball, so you can't really do a very good ski jump. But I've played around with doing alley passes to get the ball to the right flipper, because the only shot that matters is again on the left on brighter pinball as well. So if I can get the hang of it, it's definitely a useful skill. And obviously on Foo Fighters, it's pretty important as well with the ray gun targets for the shot multiplier. Yeah, okay. I feel like at least on this game, like, if the ball's trapped up on the left, like, the roll down the flipper is slow enough that, like, you have enough time to sort out the timing on the alley pass. It's not like it's it's not like it's rolling very quickly like it does on a modern stern or whatever, where there's a lot more panic going on. There we go. I'll just start doing it, and eventually I will get better at it. Or you'll just watch me cycle through a number of balls quickly. One of those two things will happen. Ooh. Doesn't take that much practice. This seems like it's a pretty forgiving game for it, actually. Like, I don't know what pitch I have this set to. It's just in my garage where I was working on it, so I leveled it before I started playing this afternoon to make sure it wasn't completely gross, but I got no idea how steep it is. But like, it feels like I have all the time in the world there to try and actually make the pass. Like, and it's not, because of the way the lane guides are set up, it's not gonna like up and over kind of thing, or yeah, it's interesting how many, like those flipper skills, like alley passing or tap passing, whatever, are so game specific. I was practicing, come on, here we go. Bugger it. I was practicing tap passing on my strikes and spears, and I could do it, I don't know, like 50% of the time kind of thing. I got it down to, and like onto my other games, like I can do it maybe 10% of the time. Makes it hard to rely on. Okay. It's like my light just turned off. One moment, let me plug something in. Okay, I came back. That's funny. I'd been away on vacation for a week or 10 days and forgot that I hadn't had my streaming rig plugged in, so the batteries had not recharged. That was savable if I'd been paying slightly more attention. It's nice that the inlanes, tilt, seriously? The inlanes on this have the Like they're worth 5,000 points as well. So if you can alley pass it and have it roll up into the in lane enough, you get some points out of it too. Way too early. Still way too early, but it worked. Okay, so now I've maxed the bonus out. This solution I have to be working on the drop targets to double my bonus. Okay. Trying to be too clever. I was trying to see if I could alley pass to get the double bonus there, just on the in lanes. Kind of unnecessary. I could have just made some shots and I would have got the in lane eventually. Yeah, Foo Fighters is actually a game where I want to figure out the alley passes on, because like I can't post pass on it on my copy at least. I can't reliably post pass on it. So getting the ball to the correct flipper at times is kind of a challenge. So if I can figure out the alley passes, it kind of like it's a twofer. I can actually make the shots I need to make, and I can also get the ray gun targets and get the 2x bonus off them too. So but it appears to be a lot. It's not as easy as on this game. This game I tried it 2 or 3 times, and now I'm not pulling it off 100% of the time, but it's not a complete mess either. It's annoying. Got all 3 of those top lanes cleared, which means the saucer is pretty valuable. But you've actually got to hit the saucer rather than draining is the problem. Oh, that's the style. Get enough lift out of the in lane to roll over the switch twice. Ah. That was just idiotic. Thanks for follow We Buy Pinball. Hope you're having a great start to 2024. Snowden, Iowa. Oh, it doesn't sound fun. Oh, I guess maybe it is. Snow is one of those things where I enjoy going to the snow for a weekend, but then I'm quite glad that I don't have to deal with it ever again. I am in Northern California, so mostly we just gets a little bit cold and get some rain, and that's not too bad. Nothing to do but watch and play pinball. Yeah, it's hard to complain too much about that. I just got back from a family vacation to Hawaii, and it's very weird going from like 40-degree weather, 45-degree weather to like low 80s day and night. We got a pretty epic storm come through when I was over there, which happened to coincide with watching the finals of Indisc. So it worked out pretty nice. Sat on the sofa and watched the storm roll in and watched some pinball. My goal here really is just, I'm trying to make sure the game is working right, because I was fixing this for a guy in town. It wouldn't start games, it wouldn't advance players properly. A couple of the coils were toasted, and I got mostly fixed before I went away, and I was trying to make sure that like everything is working right before I go back to him. And it seems like everything is almost working right, but I hear one coil that every so often locks on for like a second. It seems like the next kind of like flipper activation or coil activation kind of like kicks it into back into gear. So there might be a switch which is gapped like fractionally too close or something. Kind of needs some new rubbers, but it actually plays now, which is very different than when he brought it over to me. Don't think you've ever seen a Sonic Butterfly. Yeah, they're made in Spain, so I'm not sure how many of them ended up even making it to the US. They only made 400 or so in total, so and a lot of them didn't survive because their cabinets are made of like the worst kind of chipboard I've ever seen. This one is held together with like literal duct tape in places, and big chunks of it being glued back together. There's a pretty impressive crack through the head underneath some of the head bolts where like it was bumped with the head on. The head was bumped or something, and it's kind of shocking that the cabinets are so poorly made. But I guess if they were disposable games just to make money for a few years, then no one really considered that they'd be playing them 40 years later, right? So the playfield looks amazing for its age, though. Playfield looks amazing condition-wise. Yeah, like, I think it was clear-coated maybe? I don't know. Either that or it's like just a very hard paint. There's like slight hairline cracks around some of the inserts, but they haven't really settled like or cupped like you'd see in most like Williams and Bally games of that age. And yeah, it's like the paint has held up so much better. I was busy looking at the defects in the artwork there rather than rather than paying attention to the ball. Because there's a couple more. If you look closely, there's a couple of like scratches and stuff in it. But yeah. Hit the left shot, does go down on the right. Oh, you're talking about if I hit the kind of alley over here? The answer is, I think it almost always just goes into the pop bumpers. Hey, Small Town Pinball, thanks for the raid. Sonic playfields are made of magic, they rarely have problems. Yeah, the playfields look like they're tanks, and then it's just a pity about the cabinets. Come on. And the playfield layout on this is just like, it's not good. And then the scoring is all sorts of unbalanced. Like, the only way to really get any points on it seems to be just to rack up the bonus, and that you basically do that by just spamming the saucer repeatedly, and there's not really any reason to do much else. Like, drop targets will give you a double bonus eventually, which is nice, but yeah, this thing weighs a ton. I tried to level it before my stream today, and usually I just put a knee under the game and lift it up an inch and tweak the leg levelers, but this one here was like so much heavier than I was expecting. Like, even like most EMs are heavy, and this was just an entirely different thing. Come on. I had my alley passes down a little while ago, but they're failing me now. It's like 80,000 in bonus in no time at all. Hardly got any points from actually hitting stuff. The other thing I'm not sure about this game is that, I don't know how it comes through on stream, but the two pop bumper caps are very misshapen. They are not circles. And I got no idea what happens to them. Like, it looks like they got very hot on one edge and like melted a little bit. But I have no idea how that would have happened. And there's no replacement caps aren't available, so Oh, come on. Bonus rollover on the right. Oh yeah, this left lane here feeds in behind the pops. I guess maybe it comes out back here. But you kind of have to like whack it into the pops and pray that it gets back up into those lanes, because after you've plunged, the only way you're getting the ball back up into those lanes is by the pop bumpers. And those lanes, they like these stand-ups around the playfield, which give you, which advance the bonus. And they also light the similar thing on the saucer. So basically the saucer hit will give you up to 4 bonus advances depending on how many lanes have been hit. But like you can't actually get to those lanes intentionally. It's all just, other than the plunge, it's just random chance. Come on. Trying to... I might give up on my my alley pass plan for now, because I appear to have lost the touch for it. Okay. So my high score today is something like 690, and I was really hoping I'd be able to roll it, because it doesn't take too much to run up the bonus. So, getting in the order of, I don't know, 150, 200,000 a ball was not like rocket science. Just have to avoid aiming for the drop targets, as tempting as they are. I thought for sure that was rolling back into the in lane and didn't even try and nudge it, but unnecessary optimism there. Backhanding the saucer, that's wild. That slingshot into this this massive area here where there's nothing to bounce the ball off of. Okay, can I actually backhand the saucer? I can get close. It's kind of fun how it goes from like slow motion, almost like the ball going so slowly, to just hitting the ceiling with a pop and going nuts. was exactly the same drain again. Drop targets! I knew as soon as I took that shot that it was a bad idea. I just need to figure out before I make the shot and don't do it. It only takes 1 or 2 balls, like decent balls, to get 500,000. Like, seems like it should be manageable to get to roll this. Like, it's not. Yes, the placement of the post. Hey, thanks there. Thanks for the raid. Hope you're having a great day and a great start to 2024. An op 25 years ago about how they would service EMs back in the day, put one in the back of the truck, find the bumpiest dirt road, leave switches between. Yeah, I mean, like a lot of the switches in the EMs, like the more you play them, the cleaner they stay, because they kind of overextend a little bit, and there's a little bit of friction there, which kind of rubs them clean a little bit. It's why oftentimes you'll find that like players 2, 3, and 4 on an EM won't score cleanly when everything else works, because no one plays them enough to keep them clean. Come on. Okay, that was another attempt at the alley pass, just backfiring entirely. But it's so tempting because when it works, it both does what I want and it looks so incredibly badass. Oh, come on. Just died off the post. So this extra ball lane here, which scores 5,000 points most of the time, it looks like the rubber on the post above it sticks out enough that it almost always just rebounds into the pop bumpers rather than kind of cruising around the top like it kind of looks like it should. I don't really know what the intent is there, and is it like an oddity with this copy of the game, or is it supposed to work like that? I don't know. Pop bumper into the outlane. Oh, slingshot into the outlane, rather. That's just how this game is. Avoid the drops, avoid the sling. Good luck with the snow. Thanks for stopping by. Yet another failed alley pass. So maybe I'll switch from alley pass from the left flipper to just trying to backhand the saucer and let the pop bumpers pass it to my right flipper. Butterfly, no way! Butterfly, yes way! Butterfly all day. Thanks for stopping by, Johnny Demonic. Yeah, this game it feels very kind of like one-dimensional. There's so many things that are just absolute death traps to aim for. Like, the drop targets are just drain magnets. And like, there's not really much else to aim for other than the drop target. Have I rolled this? I have not. I've only been playing this afternoon. This is on 5-ball. A guy in town brought this over. I sold him a Strataflight that I had repaired, and he asked if I could fix up his butterfly because it wasn't starting games or resetting or scoring properly. So I fixed it all up, then went on vacation, and I forgot. I was like, I wonder if I actually fixed everything. So I'm just playing it for a bit to see if if everything is working correctly, and it seems to be like 99% of the way there. There's a bulb out, for example, I just noticed. So yeah, I think the best I've done even on 5-ball is just shy of 700,000. What are my favorite Sonic games? Besides Sonic the Hedgehog? This is literally the only one I've ever played. I've not played any of their other games. Like I've never even seen one. I've never seen one in person until this one showed up. So, and I'd seen a butterfly for sale elsewhere in California a few months back, but I've never seen any other games in person. I've never even seen one come up for sale. So. Yeah, it's interesting because like I've seen a few people own them, quite like them. The playfields are very, very well made. Like they held up so well. The cabinets, absolute trash, and the artwork is very 70s Europe, I guess. Like it's. They're easy to work on though. They're basically just a clone of like the Williams games of the same time period, which I've worked on a couple of them. So. The fact that left lane just goes nowhere is like the weirdest part. Like, surely that can't be right. The fact that this left lane just kind of dumps into the pop bumpers rather than going like being more like an orbit it feels like such a kind of miss. It'd be kind of more satisfying if there was a shot that brought the ball back to your flippers, like yeah, Mars Track I've heard of. I don't know if I've ever seen it though. There we go. Do I get style points there for... Oh, come on. I do not get style points, but I do get an extra ball thanks to that awesome alley pass there. Double bonus, and I think the extra ball on this is set to 600,000 for a high score. Did not quite beat my previous high score on this. Oh, come on. That was a completely busted attempt at a drop catch. So my strategy on this game is basically just spam bonus, and then when the bonus fills up, hit the drop targets to light double bonus, and then light double bonus, and promptly brain. I guess after you have double bonus lit, you kind of just want to spam the drop targets some more, because eventually they start becoming worth points. But mostly, like, the drop targets are so risky with all the rebounds that come off them. Got the double bonus lit. Could not get the extra ball, sadly. Like, I feel like if you don't advance the bonus, it's so hard to actually accumulate any points on this game. Like, the bonus is 10,000 points per step. And everything else is only 1,000 points until you come on, clear the drops a couple of times. And how do you even survive clearing the drops a couple of times? Like, that's such a gamble. Dumbass. Okay. I just haven't figured out the scoring well enough. Like, I don't know what the rollovers are worth. So one of these lights is either one of the bulbs is out or the stepper unit's not doing its job properly. The alley pass is so satisfying. So the 20,000 lights gone out too. Figure out if it's a problem with the lamp socket, with the bulb, or with the contact on the stepper unit. Okay, that was dumb. That was never going to be nudged across. Wildly optimistic. Okay. Completely unnecessary. Yeah, so the 20 is not working. 20 is working now. So 20 working now. It's probably a bad socket then, vibration or something. Come on. Okay, I think my reactions are starting to slip. Like, if you can spam that saucer and get a friendly kick out, then kind of set for points. Assuming the saucer doesn't reject. Okay, so now that bonus is maxed out, I guess the solution is, the goal is to play some drops and play the drops, try and stay alive long enough to actually collect the double bonus, but did not make it. And since it's in the M, we get to start our quest over. Every ball. Good times. Come on. The number of drop catches I've completely whiffed. It's too damn high. loft it up. Wow. Okay, up and over. So that's the problem with the alley pass, I guess, occasionally, is that if you get it a little too clean, it goes and finds your out lane. I'm just hovering around the 400 to 500,000 mark. Okay. Couple more games, and I'm going to call it a day. I would really like to roll it before then. But sadly, we don't always get what we want. Frustrating. That was completely avoidable. Okay. Call this last game. Okay. I'm starting that over. I'm not going to go out on a game that bad. Kind of optimistic and hoping to save that one. Oh well. That's about how most of my games gone today, so I'm gonna go find some dinner, and thank you all for hanging out. Have a good afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are. See you later.